Okay. I think I'm up and going. Let's see here. Okay. Do I look and sound okay? I mean, I don't look okay. I get that, but do I sound okay? That's the bigger issue here. It was weird. I was at like 10 concurrent viewers, and I immediately dropped down to 5 as soon as I started it because I scared people off. I guess I'm not okay. All right. I'm pouring myself a little drinky drink here. Yeah, here's that beard. What's up, Paul Jackson? What's up, Commander Fox? What's up, TK6287? Here's the beard. My wife's in the chat. Hi, Lily. Hello, Evo Ga. Don't know why I blew on that like it was hot. I did pour that poorly, but I've been pouring poorly on purpose. I want everyone to know that. This episode isn't really brought to you by anything, but this is what I'm drinking. It's called Pineapple Expressionism. It's by 8-Bit Brewing. It is a sour dippa. So it's a hazy sour, basically, or a dirty IPA. Oh, what's up, Sword in the Storm? Thanks for stopping by before bedtime. What's up, Big Money Collector? Hey, Turbo Winner, how you doing, man? Evo, this is about anything. It could be about Star Wars. It could just be about hanging out. I do live streams just to chat, basically. But more often than not, my chats do turn to Star Wars because I have a lot of Star Wars stuff, and I'm pretty much known for Star Wars stuff. So yeah, but also like not necessarily. What's up, Stumbler? How you doing? What's up, Knight of Ren? Pineapples, it's a good flavor. Yeah, this is it's a fruity kind of sour IPA. I like it. It's 8.2% alcohol, just in case anyone's curious. All right. So I got a lot of stuff to do here. I just want. I know I haven't done any Black Series reviews. Actually, I didn't do any in January. I did Black Series videos, but not any reviews. So I'm kind of behind here, but I am working on my Cal Kestis review. He's gonna hang out right here for me. I just got a Luke Gaming box, which you can't see behind these boxes. So Luke Gaming, I'll probably record that unboxing today. I got a little stand for my lightsaber. I got to hang that on the wall somewhere. And I've got my my Optimus Prime. This is my #1 figure of the year. If you guys have watched the latest episode of Bots and Shots, this was my #1 figure of 2019. And I haven't had the courage to transform him back into Optimus Prime yet. He's involved, to say the least. He's a very involved transformation. So I'll work on that at some point. But then I've got just a ton of stuff right here to... Thanks, Ryan, for the super chat there. That was very nice of you. But yeah, I've got tons of boxes to open from people and things that I bought myself. So that's going to all kind of happen here. Ionicus Toy Reviews, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I know. I'm honestly super proud of the way this looks back here. So thank you for pointing that out. TK6287. What's up, Axel? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, Knight of Ren. Clone Wars Season 7. I'm very excited for it. It's going to be awesome. I'm... Part of me wants to go back and start rewatching it, but I don't think I have enough time. So I think I'm just going to go in. I've seen Clone Wars start to finish at least 4 times, if not maybe 5 times. So it's not necessary to go back and start, but part of me wants to. But I don't have time to finish it, so I'm just gonna start it as soon as it starts airing. But maybe I think it's like, I think it comes up at the end of, I don't know, when does Season 7 air? Let's find out. Clone Wars Season 7. Is there enough time? February 21st. So the end of February. I've got 21 days to watch 6 seasons of Clone Wars. I don't think I can. I don't think it's possible for me to watch 6 seasons of Clone Wars in 21 days. But should I try? I might try. So in the storm, we still transform toys while we're drunk. We just don't transform the top 10. Top 10 toys, because they're usually toys we wouldn't necessarily do on the show because they are typically harder to do. There are toys in our collections where we will not do them on bots and shots. At least not a real, like a proper episode, because we don't trust ourselves to transform them while they're drunk. So, yeah. But, like, the next episode will probably be about transforming toys while we're drunk. George, that's what cats do, man. If you get up, the chair legally has theirs. Let's see. How do you get the robot on the back of Cal Kestis? I will show you how I get the robot on the back of Cal Kestis in my review. I don't want to spoil it, but it's not hard. You just basically turn his head around and shove his feet up under his vest. I guess spoiler alert, but I'll show you. What's up, the engine? How you doing, man? I'll call you TK, but it's kind of fun to say TK6287 because I feel like I'm talking to a real stormtrooper, and that's just how I would address a stormtrooper. But yeah, that's fine. Sword in the Storm, you're right. I could skip the droids and Jar Jar episodes. I mean, I could just skip around to just the good, I guess, arcs. But yeah, I guess I can make it a shot. What's up, Omar? I cannot talk. What's up, Omar Cruz? Finally got that going on. I've been well, thanks. How have you been? Axel went down the Mythic Legion rabbit hole. I'm not even sorry, dude. Yeah, Purplore is good. I did, because they just did their they have a new pre-order. If you guys don't know this, if you want to order Mythic Legions, I'm gonna post out the. I think it's just storehorseman.com. I think that's it. Hold up, let me check. Storehorseman.com. Yes. If you go to this website right here, storehorseman.com, they have a pre-order. I don't know when the pre-order ends, but it started yesterday at 3. And these are the best way to buy Mythic Legions is pre-ordering them. So basically every figure is like $35, and the ones I want to point out there, Lord Dragul is their version of Hordak, and then Dorina Andoris is their version of She-Ra. So I pre-ordered both of those because I want Hordak and She-Ra. But there's some other good ones on there. There's like a Minotaur guy. There's a Stone Troll. But if you don't pre-order them like this, when they come out, they're like $20 more, $100 more. So it's easier to buy them this way. It's a bit of a wait, but it's more fun saving money, I guess. Not going to. Oh, it's okay, dude. Annika, stay as long as you want. And that's what I mean, TK6287. I am addressing an actual Stormtrooper. Murray Jackson's in the house, everybody. Welcome to Murray Jackson. Stumbler, that's a fantastic point. I am going to need some new shelves when the G.I. Joe line come out. I don't know exactly. I might just rearrange. Like, I've got other shelves. So, I'll figure it out. Nathan Rosario just finished watching Clone Wars all the way through for the first time. You originally gave up after Season 3. What did you think? What did you think of Clone Wars post-Season 3? Because I feel like post-Season 3 is where Clone Wars starts to get, like, super good. Barry Dean's in the house. Barry Dean, I've got your box. I'm going to unbox that soon. Commander Fox asks, what's your initial thoughts on the Attack of the Clones Black Series, even though they're not out? They're fine. I mean, Episode 2, Obi-Wan and Anakin look like just kind of reused bodies with new heads. But it's tough to... I mean, I want them because I want Episode 2 versions of those. I just really wish they had, like, robes and stuff. But until I get figures in hand, it's really hard to judge them. It's hard to judge a figure by the picture. But I'm all down for Jedi. Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, all those are going to look fantastic on my shelf for sure. So I'm excited for him for the least. Yes, Toriba, I did see your pin. I did. Oh yeah, I did see your post. You got the Savage Press and the Darth Maul, the chicken legs one. I wish they would do both of those in 6-inch. Those would be really cool. Axel went super big into it. You got Keltis? Okay. Keltis is definitely one. That's the Skeletor, right? He's a grail for a lot of people. David Smith is in the chat. What's up, dude? The Engine says he'll probably watch seasons 5 and 6 of Clone Wars before 7 comes out. I think that's a good idea. Maybe I might watch 4, 5, and 6. I think that's reasonable. Because I like season 4. Season 4 had a lot of great episodes. TK6287, again, have to say the whole thing. Sorry, Dad. He says, he asked if I'm getting the Hot Toys life-size version of the Chop. So I'm not getting the Sideshow. I almost did. $350. I looked at the payment plan. I almost jumped on the Sideshow version. And I decided not to get that one. Because it's a statue. It doesn't have any movement. It doesn't, it comes with a little shifter nog, but it doesn't come out of his hand. So I feel like for $350, I don't want a statue. Even though, and this is the kicker for the Sideshow one, the people that made the actual prop used in the movie are the people that made that statue. So it is essentially you're buying a prop, not movie, but TV show. You're buying a prop from the TV show. So I think that's cool, but I decided against buying it. But I'm waiting. I know Hot Toys just made an announcement that they are going to be releasing one, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let's see here. I'm going through here. Sword in the Storm says, I don't know if it's the same over there, but Marvel Legends Beast and Jubilee are really hard to find over here. They were hard to find here. I have Jubilee and Beast on the shelf. I ordered Beast. I ordered off Amazon when they first went up. I pre-ordered him. Jubilee I found at Target for on clearance for $13. I couldn't believe it. So super glad to have those. Yeah, Barry Dean. Season 4 of Clone Wars is a super good season. I think that's the season where they're on with General Pong Krell and Umbara. That was a good season for sure. Sorry, I'm just going through here and reading here. Yeah, I don't know when we're getting pics of the next wave of 6-inch. I'm assuming they're going to announce more Black Series figures. We got Toy Fair coming up this month at the end of February. I think it's 2 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away. I'm super excited for Toy Fair. So I'm assuming we'll get a lot more information there. I'll definitely be getting. I want to wait until they announce G.I. Joe before I make any official statements on it, because it's basically not been announced. Everyone knows it's happening, but no one really knows it's happening. So I want to wait until I see pictures, but I'm definitely going to collect it if it's true. I might do some reviews on it if it's true. Yeah, rewatching The Mandalorian arc, some Clone Wars is probably a good thing to do before season 7, because it definitely looks like they're going to be revisiting those in season 7 to sort of bridge that and kind of connect it to The Mandalorian, because a lot happened there. We need a Black Series of you, Mike. Dude, I would love a Black Series. Yes, David Smith, I know you can make payments on Sideshow. I just don't think I want to. It's not that I can't afford the $350. It's just that I don't want to pay $350 for a statue. So I'm waiting for the Hot Toys version, basically, is what I'm saying. Axel asked me if I'm excited for Plo Koon, Commander Blying. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for all three of those. Plo Koon, or sorry, Count Dooku has been on my wish list for like since the very first wish list. So yeah, definitely excited for those. Isaac Lewis asks what I think about a Black Series Grand Inquisitor from Rebels. That was actually on my very first wish list. I put the Grand Inquisitor from Rebels on there. So yeah, he's definitely one I want. I don't know why I took him off, but he was on my first one. So I like his design for sure. Have you gotten the Rey yet to complete that figure? Oh no, I have not yet ordered the Rey. If for those that don't know, over here I have a full, almost complete collection of the Disney, the video game thing that they do. I want to say Toy Box, but that's the actual figures. Disney Infinity. I have an almost complete collection that Ernest Murray Jackson sent me. They're sitting on the shelves right here, and I need it's almost complete. I need a Rey, so I need to just buy a Rey off of eBay or whatever. But I haven't done that yet. No. Sword in the Storm, I think I get that it definitely replaced the EU stuff, but I feel like that was bound to happen as soon as Attack of the Clones superseded any like the EU Clone Wars stuff. That was bound to change, and I'm actually pretty happy it did because there was a lot of EU Mandalorian stuff I thought was really dumb. Anything like Concord Dawn being Boba Fett's homeworld, and like I didn't like any of that stuff. So I'm glad it's gone. As much as everyone loves the Thrawn trilogy, the Thrawn trilogy just had clones really weird and wrong. So I'm glad that George Lucas himself kind of retconned a lot of that stuff. And I think that what we got from Clone Wars was a lot more cohesive. And again, you can't even blame Disney for Clone Wars Rebels because that stuff was already happening with George Lucas at the helm. Like he's the one that started Clone Wars and he's the one that did all that stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, since that's George Lucas's vision, that's the real thing, and the extended universe is not. Sorry, going back through. Let's see. I hate. So I got the Sideshow Commander Bly. It's sweet. I'm really looking forward to the Black Series Bly. Yeah, Commander Bly is. I like his design for the Clone Troopers. He's got the shoulder pauldron. He's got the comma. He's got the cool visor. I'm definitely looking forward to getting him. I have him pre-ordered, of course. So it's gonna be pretty great for sure. I don't have any Sideshow or Hot Toys figures. I just haven't had. I'm afraid of buying them, number one, because they're expensive, and it's just something I can't collect. I don't have the room to collect it. I really don't have the wallet to collect all those on top of everything else that I collect. So I'm just kind of staying away from those. But I appreciate them for what they are. I think they're good toys. JEC03, Jack03, whatever, asks, what if we got a Black Series 2-pack with Darth Maul and Qui-Gon? I mean, that would be great. I would buy it for sure. I would buy it just to get a Qui-Gon. I would like it if Qui-Gon had his poncho, to say the least. So for sure, that'd be cool. What's up, Fabulous Disaster? How's it going? Stumbler's correct. The Mando does need its own Black Series line for sure. Absolutely. Hey, Papa Gord's in chat. I missed that. That's cool. Oh, Sword in the Storm says no, he means the clones being all Mando trained. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of get that. Yeah. Yeah, TK, I know they're not expensive. I just haven't bought it yet. So I have to get around to doing it. I'll do it as soon as we're done if it makes you feel better. I'll get on eBay and just order it. Chase asked, "What's my plans for celebration? Am I going? Rumor is you're out of town when tickets went on sale. I'm sure you've talked about it before." Yeah, Chase. I wasn't out of town when tickets went on sale. I was in town. I was at my computer, ready to buy a weekend pass because I live in San Diego. Anaheim is literally a 40-minute drive. I go to Disneyland all the time. So I was all for going, and the tickets sold out so fast. I didn't get a chance to buy them because I wasn't at the computer ready to go the instant they went on sale, because they went on sale when I was at work. And as much as I tried to get away to order them, I was like literally a minute or two to getting to a spot where I could sit, like kind of sneak into a spot where I could order them, and I just couldn't do it. By the time I went to go buy them, they were sold out, and I was super bummed. I know I think they still have tickets for like Thursday, or Sunday or something. I technically still could go, and I might go. If they still have tickets, I might buy a ticket. But at this point, I was just really I kind of got in this mindset. Well, if I can't go all the days, I don't want to go at all, kind of thing, which is silly. It was a stupid, like, I was just really mad, I guess, is what it was. I was mad all the tickets went so fast. I think Star Wars shouldn't be as popular as it is. I miss the days when Star Wars was just kind of a nerd thing that only nerds liked a little bit. But whatever, it's fine. Like, I'm over it now, but I definitely went through a little bit of a period where I was mad. The Republic Commando novels were super good. They were well written. There were some of the few EU books that were really good. And the Republic Commando game was really good as well. Alright, let's see. Big Money Collector. I know there's a list of the first G.I. Joe figures will be, but what's your top 5 figures you want from the 6-inch line? Mine are Snake Eyes, Roadblock, Heavy Duty, Cobra Commander, and Baroness. Isn't Roadblock and Heavy Duty kind of the same guy? I know they're not, but like, aren't they kind of the same dude? I think, so I'm not going to name any that were already, so Snake Eyes and Destro, which would be on my list, are out. If I had to pick figures that I really want, I think I would choose, man, this is tough. Baroness is definitely one. Cobra Commander is 100% on there. Man, I'm trying to, it's tough to whittle it down. Like, I keep wanting to say Shipwreck, but then I'm like, is Shipwreck really one that I really want? I always liked Shipwreck as a kid. I just like the way it looked, like the way he talked. I like Shipwreck. Roadblock's definitely one, but he's on the list of, the ones that are coming out, rumored to come out. So I definitely Baroness and Cobra Commander. I would probably say Storm Shadow for sure. I've always liked the troop builders, like the Alley Vipers. And I think, man, there's so many figures. Like Blowtorch is cool. Like I don't know. That's too. I'd have to think a lot more about that before I Lily says tickets are still available Thursday and Sunday for Star Wars Celebration. All right. Are you going all the days, TK? So I will buy a ticket. I will buy a ticket to go on Thursday or Sunday. So I'll go. That's what I thought, Big Money Collector. Heavy Duty and Roadblock are brothers. That's right. Let's see here. TK is going to be going at Celebration on Sunday. If TK is going to Celebration on Sunday, I'm definitely going to Celebration on Sunday. Man, I love this. We get so many G.I. Joe chats right here. There's okay. Neuro's first 6. By the way, hi Neuro. Firefly, absolutely yes. Major Blood, yes. Crimson Guard, yes. Shockwave, absolutely. Beachhead, Ice Viper, those are all great. Rock and Roll, yes. Storm Shadow, Mutton Junkyard, Bazooka. Man, there's so many. There's so many. Yes, Lady J, Tomax and Zaymont, Flint, all the Dreadnoks. All right, Sword and Storm, man. Have a good night, dude. Dude, there are lots. You guys are naming all the good ones that are rolling through my head. It's tough to pick just some. Let's see here. The Engine asks if I have any interest in boss fights figures. I do. I do have a couple an interest in those, but it's one of those things. Again, I have to pick and choose what new lines I get into. And I think what's kind of kept them away. I think those are like 3 3/4 inch scale figures, right? They're kind of small. They look great. I just I think I've kind of outgrown them. So I think if they were bigger, I'd like them. But yeah, I mean, I think they're cool for sure. What's up, Dagupa? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Mega Dagupa asked if I ever think about getting a Mega Bloks Ninja Turtles. The answer is absolutely. I thought about it. I actually do have a couple. I have some of the Mega Constructs little guys, but I never really invested into it because again, I have to think about space when I'm buying stuff and where I'm gonna put it. So I never got it. What I'm gonna do now, because we got a good chat going on, we got lots of people in chat. I'm gonna start opening boxes. I've specifically saved all these boxes here to open on this, and I just kind of I want to get into it. All right, this one is sent to me by Papa Gord, all the way from Canada. Oh yes, oh yes. This is oh wow. This is the Hellbat Batman. Hold on, I gotta. Where's my preview? There we go. This is the Hellbat Batman. I'm 100% opening this up. But before I do, I just want to say that he always sends me another Crown Royal bag because he knows I like Crown Royal, and it's a Canadian whiskey. Hellbat suit. Yes. Okay. I think this. I don't want to collect this series. This is another one of those series that looks cool, but I don't want to collect them. But when I saw these, I haven't seen these in stores yet. But when I saw them, I was like, I need that. Like, I need that. So I finally got my first little McFarlane DC figure. I'm not really into DC figures that much. The only ones I really have on my shelf are the Batman Ninja Turtle ones that Kevin sent me. But, alright, let's see here. I'm going to pop this open right here. Oh, wow. Okay. So it comes with wings. Comes with a little trading card. And it comes with a stand. Big Money asked if anyone's into the Sigma 6 G.I. Joe line. I like the stylization of the Sigma 6 G.I. Joe line, but it came out when I was too cool to like toys, so I never got into it. But I do think it looks cool. All right, I think is that the only one? 'Cause that's the only one. With you. All right. Ooh, this actually feels pretty nice in hand. Alright, time to get the wings on here. Now, oops. Now, which way do these wings go on is the question. I'm assuming you have... they have holes, so they have to go on a specific way, I guess. Alright, so let's see here. I see. Oh, wow. Okay. Get this wing in here. There we go. Oh, wow. See if I can get him into like a rad pose here. There we go. That's rad. That, and then his wings can, I guess, fold up, but not really. But that looks cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I like his hands. I wish he came with more alternate hands, I guess. He's got like ball joints in his shoulders for days. I think there's like 8 ball joints in there. Ball jointed shoulder pads. His hands are on ball. Like, this thing is nice. He's got toe articulation, which is, I can't really see it because it's like black on black, but I'm not a huge fan of toe articulation. But yeah, that looks good. So am I not cool anymore? Of course I was never cool. I was too cool to like toys at some point, and now I'm not cool. Yes, that's how this works. So I'm going to put this guy right here on top of this. I like that a lot. David Smith got his Mezco Captain Kirk on Friday. That's awesome. I know. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going back through and I've seen Harley Quinn around a lot. I've basically seen the whole first wave, like many times. All the animated ones, all of the Harley Quinn, Green Lantern. I just, the regular Batman, animated Superman, regular Superman. I just haven't really cared enough to buy them. But, I don't know, something about this design and then the Superman design like this one really kind of spoke to me. So, Papa Gord actually found, spoiler alert, he found both for me, but he sent them separately because he didn't find them at the same time. This is something that I bought myself. This is something I sent myself. This is the Flame Toys Skywarp model kit. I've got the Starscream I just built. I've got Thundercracker I haven't built yet. So I bought that because I wanted to have all 3 model kits. And those are a lot of fun. So what's up, JH? How's it going? Have you checked out the Mezco Conan the Barbarian? I have checked out the Mezco Conan Barbarian. TK, I get what you're saying. You are cool and you love toys. I also think I'm cool and I love toys now. I guess what I meant was that was my attitude at the time, was that toys weren't cool and I couldn't collect them. But it was mostly because of the girl I was dating at the time. Did not think it was very adult of me. I guess more specifically, her parents didn't think it was very adult of me. So to try to appease her parents, I stopped collecting toys. Batman's down. He's down on the ground. Amateur Toy Hunter said, "Hey Mike, hope you're doing well. Did you get the Harley Quinn? She's the best looking of the McFarlane DC." I did not. To be honest, let me pick this up. To be honest, I wasn't planning on buying any of these. It wasn't until I saw this design where I was like, okay, I need that. I probably still won't buy many more than that Batman or get any more than that Batman. But we'll see. But I do think the Harley Quinn looks like one of the best of all of them, for sure. She looks good. So if I did get any other ones, Harley Quinn would probably be on that list, for sure. Oh, did someone ask about the loot crate? Yeah, no, I'm not going to open the loot crate on stream. That gets its own video, for sure. What's up, the Phil Pop? Okay, Amateur Toy Hunter says, quick question, are the Earthrise whatever Transformers going to be like the cartoons, but Earth versions such as vehicle? Yes. So Earthrise is the next iteration of the War for Cybertron series that Siege was the first part of. It's sort of transitioning into Earthrise, where instead of getting Cybertronian mode vehicles, we're going to get more Earth-based vehicles. So yeah, that's why they're releasing Starscream again, but in his F14 or whatever. And then Optimus Prime is being released in his like actual semi-truck kind of looking thing. So that's transitioning into that. And I think big money collector, absolutely. A lot of us went through the phase where we were too cool for dolls, and then I feel like because it's like a kid thing, and you try to decide what you want to lose to become an adult, and then I realized it's not worth losing that to be an adult. So I went back in, but there was a point where I stopped buying toys completely for like a good 5 or 6 years. But it took me, I think I stopped buying toys around 22 or 23. So it was a while. Because my first job out of high school was at a KB toy store. But I never completely. I always bought one or two. I just, it wasn't as big as it was now. This right here is another one I bought for myself. I'm super good at opening boxes. There we go. Cutting towards myself. I shouldn't do that, but I did. Yes. This was a deal on Amazon that was just too good to pass up. This is the Beast Morphers Red Ranger. I don't really like Power Rangers, but I like this line of figures, and I actually like the way the Beast Morphers look. But I wasn't ever going to pay $20 for it. But he was like $10 on Amazon, so I think he still is. But I couldn't pass him up. I couldn't pass up the Red Ranger there for $10. Yeah, I think when Lily first came into my room, I could fit all of my toys, my entire toy collection, on one shelf. So in between, that was 2014. So in between 2014 and now, it exploded. What's up, Michael S? How's it going? Scary thing is that Stumbler has all of the materials to make a 6-inch G.I. Joe headquarters. Dude, I would not put that past you because you make fantastic dioramas. Just in case anyone's not in the know, this diorama right here, this diorama was made by Stumbler, and it's fantastic, and it's one of the prides of my collection for sure. I love it. I'm going to open up this Beast Morpher figure here. Hasbro's done such a good job with these that you don't even have to really like the property per se to appreciate the toy, I guess. Because I've never seen an episode of Beast Morphers. I'm never going to watch an episode of Beast Morphers. But I like the look of that. It just looks like some sort of random trooper. I don't know. It looks cool on the shelf. It's got a lot of great posability. He comes with a lot of great accessories. I just really like this line. It's a cool looking line. So I snagged the red Beast Morpher. I have the gold one because I like the way he looked enough to actually buy it. And the blue one just came out. He's actually peg warming at my local, where were we today, Lily? I think it was Walmart. There was seriously 8 of him on the shelf. Just the blue one. So, no, it was Target. So I'll probably snag him when he goes on super sale. I don't want to pay $20 for him, but I'll pay 10. 10 for this is 100% worth that. I kind of like, yeah, there we go. I don't know. I like it. It's a fun figure. All right, let me go back through here and see what I missed while I was opening up that. Nathan Rosario said he was in the Army and got a real self-conscious about collecting toys while in the barracks, and it ended up not being a big deal, and he made a lot of friends with similar interests. That's cool. Absolutely. I love it. Amateur Toy Hunter said, interesting, I'm 40s and I'm really holding off on toys. Really tempted thanks to videos like yours, though, so I'm trying to get things well on sale. That's fine. Absolutely. Ease back into it. Just kind of ease back into it. The problem, like you'll have a shelf, and then you'll have 2 shelves, and then you'll have a full bookshelf and a bookcase, and then it just kind of grows. But just kind of ease yourself into it. The engine said he collected until he was around 15 or so, and then quit until he started in earnest in his 40s. Full bore now. More disposable income. That's the other thing is like now I'm at the point like if 8-year-old or 10-year-old or even even like 17 or 18-year-old me saw my collection now, I would blow my shit. There was no way I thought I would ever be an adult and I have like this, you know? So it's awesome. Let's see here. Going in. Yes, so amateur toy hunter. If Hot Toys is definitely that's like the adults like fine collection there. So yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead, knock yourself out, man. It's definitely a hobby to sink some cash into. Casper says the regular Superman is the only McFarlane he picked up. He likes it. Looks great on the shelf. Yeah, the regular Superman and Batman both look great. I just I like them, but I don't care enough, I guess, is my thing. I'll get around to it. If I find them super cheap, I might. But I feel like they're also too big. Like, my collection is mostly 6-inch scaled, and this guy is like 10 inches tall. Like, this is my 6-inch scale, Beast Morpher guy, and this Batman is just absolutely towering over him. So, I don't know. I have to think about my collection as a whole and kind of what goes with it. The Phil Pop asks, hey Mike, how do you feel about construction toys like Lego and Mega Constructs? I like them. Lego is more Lily's thing, so we have a lot, but they're all pretty much Lily's. Sorry, kind of going through the list here again. Everyone's screaming outside. If you guys can hear them, but everyone's screaming outside. That's cool. I'm gonna take a small, not a break. I'm not leaving, but I do want to kind of point out here. Hold on. Boo. Give me just a second. Okay. What's up, Miguel? How you doing, buddy? I just want to take a moment. There's a guy in the chat who he's a cool guy, Toribo winner, I think. I've actually been talking to him the last week. He is quadriplegic, and he's got some health issues. If you guys don't mind, if you have a buck or two to toss his way, I tossed 20 at him a couple of days ago, but he's just going through some medical issues, and he's legit. Like, I talked to him. So if you guys have a spare dollar or two to toss at him, it would be really cool if you did. I put the link in the chat there. Michael S., thank you for the congrats on 12,000. It's a number I never thought I would get to, for sure. All right, so let's see. Amateur toy hunter. I already have about 50 Black Series and some vehicles. That's cool. Problem is he collects watches like Rolex. Yeah, so the thing about Lily and I have talked about this. The thing about collecting is a collection is a collection. Whether or not it's toys, books, Rolexes, anything like that, a collection is a collection. So my thing is collecting toys. You collect toys and Rolexes. It's the same kind of thing when it's all said and done. You're spending money to have something that you appreciate, that you value for whatever reason that's yours. So I like that. All right. Oh, the Phil Pop works at Mattel. Jeez. What's up, dude? Let's be friends. Hold on. It's getting dark in my room, so I'm gonna turn on my lights. I'm not done opening boxes, by the way, so you guys are in this with me for a little bit longer here. Cool. Michael X said he pre-ordered his captain. Captain. Well, not captain. Oh, and then he just retracted it. Okay, that's fine. Here's the thing, guys. If you're worried about the coronavirus, don't be. The coronavirus is only viable outside, like airborne, for like 2 hours. So if you order something from China, by the time it gets to you, the virus is dead, unless you're ordering live people. Mr. T Kenobi, General Mr. T Kenobi. I don't know how to respond to that. Hello there. Like, anytime someone says that, I have to respond General Kenobi, but sometimes it's weird. Yes, Tariba, I absolutely did see the pin collection. You know me. I like that you put them on your lamp. That's a cool way to display them. And I actually have 2 lamps hanging out here. So I was actually thinking about doing the exact same thing as putting my pins on my lamp on either side. You can see I got a lamp right there, and I got another one right there. So I was actually going to steal your idea and do that. All right, let's see. The new Sideshow. Did you know that Sideshow does a life-size Boba Fett for like $8,000? Just so you know, if you ever wanted a life-size Boba Fett statue, it's only $8,000. Oh, it's good, Michael S. Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about any figures, dude. They all should be fine. Yes, so if you order people big money, then that is a problem. So for sure, it's not a problem that you order the people, but if they're coming from China, then you might have to worry about that. Oh, let me go back to opening things. This one's not an opening. What's up, Gentugo? This is just something I bought on clearance at GameStop. Normally this guy was $50, but they had it on sale for $30, and then I actually got it for $20 because of like coupons and stuff I had. So I bought this figure for $20, and I've wanted this. I don't really care about Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch, but I just really like the look of this figure, and I've wanted it, but I never wanted to pay $50 for it. So I have it now. Wow, look at the size of that shield. All right, let's see here. Let's pop all. How do we even get this stuff out here? So this is Reinhardt. I've never really played Overwatch. I've never been a MOBA guy, so I never really got into it. But he's a tank. I do play MMOs, so I know what a tank is. He's a character that just kind of, his intention is to absorb damage. That's like his thing. And he looks like it. He's a big bruiser type guy. I just like the look of this guy. There we go. What I thought is that he would look cool on the shelf next to my Mythic Legion figures, and we'll see. But I love his face. I love that crown. It looks like a Nazgul type crown, I guess. David Smith was just playing Overwatch. Yes, Phil Pop, that's a legit issue, and why I typically don't buy figures I care about from GameStop is because they'll just put the stickers on the box. Although I'm not an inbox collector, so it doesn't bug me that much, but I still would prefer it if they didn't. I'm gonna try to get this guy's accessories out of the box here. So it comes with this gigantic warhammer. Like a maul kind of thing. Let me get a light. Come on now. There we go. There we go. Okay, so it comes like a warhammer thing, a maul, and it's got a little rocket engine on the back, which is cheating but rad, I guess. He's got this little lion piece, which I think goes on the front of his big ass shield here. I think. I just don't know where else it could go, but it looks like it goes on the shield. And then the shield, yeah. I don't think I can display this with the shield on. look at that. That's a shield. It's like a Gungan starting it up the shield. That's ridiculous, but it's cool, I guess. It's cool that they did it, you know? That's one of the reasons why the figure was like $50, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I'm just going to try to get this hammer in his hand, but it's super tough. Come on, does it come apart? Does it come apart so I can slide it? Nope, doesn't feel like it. Bye, TK. How's it go? Have a great day, man. Yeah, I saw Ross had Overwatch figures during Christmas. It kind of sucks that the Overwatch figures didn't really... I don't think they panned out like Hasbro thought they would. But, yeah, it's kind of weird. There was just a bunch of Overwatch merchandise about a year too late, I think is what it was. Because, like, Overwatch Legos, Overwatch figures, but they all came out like a year after the hype kind of died down. But, yeah, I like the look of this guy. He's going to look really good on my shelf. The joints on this are actually pretty good. I do wish he was a little shinier instead of kind of a dull silver. But I know Hasbro doesn't like to paint things like this. They're just going to mold it into plastic. Yeah, very happy with this. This is definitely worth the $20 I paid for it for sure. I don't think you can do anything else with the shield. And I don't know what the other little plastic things are. There's two little... Oh, I bet... I think I know what they are. I bet they go on the back to hold a weapon or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. Push it out here. Maybe? I don't know. That's a good point, David. I think with Overwatch 2 coming out, it probably will remind it. I don't know what these little pieces are for. David Smith, you watched, it definitely isn't for that. Is it a foot thing? I don't think it's a foot thing. I've got no idea what this is for. No idea. David Smith watched Picard. Yeah, Picard's I like it so far. It's pretty good. Picard's pretty good. I'm very, very, excited to see where it goes. That's the words I was looking for there. Alright. I just can't get over how big the stupid shield is. Alright. Sorry, I'm going back. Let's see. Going back to that. I thought that shield was a piece of Tupperware. Yes, it does look like a Tupperware. I don't think it's microwave safe. But that was... I like the joke. Everyone's got the jokes. I like this. This is good. It's nice of them to include Tupperware at the figure. You guys have no idea. My mom used to throw Tupperware parties. So Tupperware is a big deal. And then I've got one last box, everyone. And this is from Barry Dean. This box right here. Ooh, this thing's heavy. This is a heavy box. I know what's in this. But no spoilers. Alright. Have to open it up off camera because it's heavy and well packaged here. Let's see. There's a nice little bag for stuffing. That's good. Bag for stuffing. That's good. Ooh. Alright. I saved the best for last is what I did. So if you guys don't know, Barry Dean works at Seven Sun Brewing. Ooh. And me liking beer, he gave me a nice cozy, which is a koozie, whatever you want to call it. That's what I call it too. And then also this very nice Seventh Sun drinking glass. And then also, lots of Seventh Sun beer. Right here. Yes. So, what I'm going to do, I need to clean my room after this. I've got stuff all over the place here. I'm going to tank this. Yeah, sorry. David Smith asked if it's a stand. I tried to find that out, but I don't see how it would be. It doesn't fit flush on anything. So I don't think it's a stand. I have no idea what this is for. I don't see where it clips on. I'll just look it up online, but yeah, no idea. So there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash this out. Excuse me. Just in case you guys were curious, my current drinking glass was a prancing pony from Lord of the Rings. I'll be right back. Hey, kitty. Okay, so I've washed out this with hot water. I also grabbed a cupcake, just so everyone is on the same page as me. So if you have cupcakes, get cupcakes. Oh, what should I drink? Let's see here. I've got the Seventh Sun Double IPA. I've got the Scientist India Pale Ale. I like that. Goo Goo Muck Tart India Pale Ale. That's it. Hi.
I guess you just ignore me. I'll put them in the fridge.
Okay.
And you didn't see my comment. It's a stand for the shield.
It's a stand for the
there
shield.
There should be 2 of them.
There are.
And it helps it stand horizontally. According to
I see.
You're welcome.
Yes, that's so. My wife looked it up. Thank you. Yes. That's what I. Oh, what's in this one? Memoration, Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. Ooh. Rhyme is a Winter India Pale Ale.
Do I have to wait to drink one of these with you?
Oubliette is an Imperial Stout. Which one is it?
The
There's
what?
a spiced coffee Imperial Stout.
There's 2 of them, so I will drink one without you, and it's fine.
Okay.
Right? That's how.
Fair enough. Yes, that's how that works.
You're welcome.
Enjoy.
Thanks, you too.
So yes, Lily figured out what these little pieces are for. They go on the shield like this to stand it up so that he's not the only one supporting the shield. That's what it's for. We all got there. Okay, so I have chosen this Goo Goo Muck for my next beer. It's a Tart Imperial Pale Ale. I'm going to treat this one a little bit more gingerly. And yes, I am drinking this warm, just so everyone knows. And there's a reason for that. Beer is good, and it's okay to drink warm. In fact, lots of places serve it warm. You only drink shitty beer cold because you don't want to taste it. That's why Miller and Coors and Budweiser all like, freeze our beer. It's super good. So that's what's happening there. I'm drinking mine room temperature. Ugh. All right. Ooh. Ooh, that is good. Yeah. Oh, I like that. That's super good. Yeah, if you can't drink your beer at room temperature, you're not drinking the right beer. That's my point, I guess, is what I'm saying. This tastes delicious though. Um Sorry, going back through all this. Let's see here. I missed a lot while I was doing stuff, so I got to catch up. John McKeon finally caught Mike on a live stream. Welcome to my live stream. Let's see here. Michael S. asked me if I like Quentin Tarantino movies. Yes, absolutely. I haven't seen his newest movie, the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I do like Quentin Tarantino movies, and I'm very much looking forward to his to his Star Trek movie. So this is a vanilla bean cupcake, just in case anyone's curious. I'm eating it because I'm a little hungry, and we got them today at Target because I was weak. I'm good. What has happened? Lily says, just a heads up, some of those beers do say to serve cold, but it's mostly the stout. That's fine. I'm not drinking a stout, so. Alright, going back down what I've missed here. The Hateful Eight is a fantastic movie, for sure. Walmart has Overwatch figures on sale right now, but the figures weren't enticing. I did, however, get the deluxe Fortnite wildcard guy. I definitely don't care about Fortnite, even a little bit. I'm not a hater, but it's just something that's never been interesting to me. But the figures look good. But again, it's just another one of those things. I don't need to collect a figure from that line. It says like icing in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. I'm getting cupcake all over me. Alright. Let's see. Where am I? There we go. No, go away. Alright. Somebody says he wished they would remake Bionic 6 and Cops figures. Cops figures is 100% what I wish. Tariba Winner asked, am I Avengers or Marvel? I mean, yes to both. It's not an either or. But, okay, I'll try this one. You can try this one.
What is yours?
The Tart India Pale Ale. Huh.
Not bad.
Peach Blossom Fruited Saison, huh?
It's nice, right? It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hi, Kitty.
She in?
Mm-hmm.
Should I get her out? Or
Well, you're gonna close the door.
I know.
So
yes.
Hi,
cat.
Kitty, we're gonna close the door and you want to go out as soon as we close it.
Immediately leave.
As soon as we close the door, you're gonna be like, "How come I can't leave?" There you go.
There we go. Move to pet her and she'll run.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yes, Stumbler, Cops figures. Bionic 6 I was never really into, but Cops figures 100%. Sorry. Going down. Missed a lot of stuff. Oh, the engine took off. See you, the engine. It's way too late now, but if you're ever watching this afterwards, I said bye. Big Money Collector says he loves DS9 and Voyager, but TNG was his favorite. I think, actually, DS9 is my favorite, and TNG is my second favorite, but they're all good. What's up, Ellen Boxing? Welcome to the party. The Phil Pop says Mike takes a beer. He really takes a sip. Yeah, I got interrupted from my tanking it, but I eventually did. I mean, I could tank this beer too. Oh, you got it. Okay, so I did kind of tank the end. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Sorry, I'm way behind. I'm scrolling down on my chat. Okay. David Smith apparently knocked over all of his vintage Kenners. That sucks. Let's see. Amateur Toyater says that Overwatch dude must be a wimp if he can't hold up his own shield. That's fair. That's fair. Barry Dean is glad he liked the beer. Yes, I love it. It's so good. Toriba, yes, I have had. It's not my father's root beer. It's good. I don't drink it a lot, but I've had it before. I like it. Eric Molatoris says, what vintage line would you collect if they were reasonably priced? Mask, 100%. Mask, when I was a kid, like more than Ninja Turtles, more than G.I. Joe, more than He-Man, more than Transformers, I was into Mask. Mask was like my number one thing for a while. When I had like birthday, I remember like multiple birthdays where it's like make a wish, and my wish was I want all the Mask toys. So Mask, if they ever decided somehow to reboot Mask, I would definitely get all up on that. But even now, if somehow I could get some reasonably priced Mask vintage figures, I would get them. There's not many vintage figures that I feel hold up, but I think Mask is one that does. Transformers are great. Like I have the couple of the reissued G1 Transformers. They're fine, but I don't think they hold up that well over time. But I genuinely think Mask kind of does. David Smith says Once Upon a Time was kind of boring. Haven't seen it. Yeah, Stumbler. Mask would be... I agree, Stumbler. Mask would be great, but the vehicles are what people care about. So, in the reissued anniversary G.I. Joe line, the 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe line that they did back in like 2008, 2009, they had Matt Tracker in that, but just Matt Tracker, and that was cool, but like... I don't care about the characters from Mask. I don't give a shit about any of the characters. The toys, the vehicles were what I cared about. I want, the Thunderhawk. I want the Condor. I want the Rhino. I cared about those. I don't care about any of that. Somebody says take human bites. No, I'm gonna chow down as fast as I can. I eat how I eat, man. Let's see. Yeah, I only got the figures because I know nothing about the game. Yeah, that's how I do it. I don't know anything about Overwatch, but I think the figures look cool. Phil Pop asks, do I play any video games? I do. Right now, the game I'm playing is Final Fantasy XIV. Like, that's the game I'm playing. Amateur Twitter says Mask is in Jim Carrey. Absolutely not. Mask is in Mobile Armored Strike Command. Oh, dude. Okay, so John McKeon. Yes, so it'd be Mask and then Dino Riders in that order. David Smith almost bought that Mask green motorcycle helicopter. Yeah, that's the Condor. Condor was a great toy. Absolutely. You know what I also like, kind of in the same vein as Mask, is back in the day, Ninja Turtles did like mutation vehicles, where they had like one vehicle that could turn into another vehicle, basically just like, it was Mask is what it was. But it was like the vehicles mutating, so I had a couple of those. There was like a boat that turned into like a rocket ship kind of thing. I had that. I think there was an ATV that turned into like a hover thing. I had a couple of those. Those were a lot of fun because they reminded me of Mask. Stumbler says Miles Mayhem was also available. I think I remember that, but I had Matt Tracker, so I didn't have Miles Mayhem. Michael asks when I'm getting back into reviews for Black Series. The answer is basically as soon as I'm done live streaming, I'm going to record my review for this guy tonight. This is Cal Kestis. So he's next up on my review schedule. And then after that is The Mandalorian, because I'm going numerically. So Cal Kestis, Mandalorian. And then I think the second sister after that. Barry Dean's playing Fortnite right now. That's cool. That's cool. Amateur Twitter says he liked the Voltron stuff. Love the Lions. Might have to get those when they come out again. I bought the... They reissued the 80s style Voltron figures back when Voltron toys were like a thing 2 years ago or so. So I bought those. Actually, I did a video when I put them together. I bought them all and put them together. Do Wheeled Warriors fit Mask? I don't think they do. I think Wheeled Warriors were smaller than Mask. Michael S. asked, do I know about the Hateful Eight action figures? No. I don't know anything about them. Finflix made his own custom Bounty Hunter action figure, and it's so cool. I'm sure it is. Custom action figures are rad. I always appreciate those. Some of I got into watching YouTube videos from watching custom, like figure customizers. I got into watching Transformers videos because of Frenzy Rumble, who was a big customizer. I loved watching how he customized. I first found Glenn Webb from his customization videos. I loved watching like figure customizers. Excuse me, and that got me into like toy YouTube stuff, and that's kind of what brought me here. Michael asked me if I'm going to continue with the new style review or no. I jump back and forth. So I do like a full proper review if it's a figure that's kind of new or big, and I do a like the rapid review style if it's a figure that we've kind of seen before. So I did it with Rey because like we've had tons of Reys. I did it with Kylo Ren because we've had tons of Kylo Rens. I don't need to put the work into like a full big review for a figure I've basically reviewed before. So Kit Fisto, Mandalorian, not Kit Fisto. Cal Kestis, Mandalorian, Second Sister. Those are all getting full reviews, 100%. I'm probably not going to review the First Order Stormtrooper or the Jawa because they've been a thing before. Like they're not different. I need to review the Purge Stormtrooper probably, but if I do that, it'll probably be a rapid review because it's literally just a trooper. Like I've done reviews of those before. I'm looking to see. Same thing with like the Jedi Luke. Jedi Luke is not really different from the Star Wars Luke we've had before. So I probably will do a rapid review of that if I review it. Let's see, what else is there? I'll probably do a full review for like Cara Dune. I'll probably do a rapid review for like Wedge Antilles. I don't know. It just depends on how I feel about the character and whether or not it deserves a full review or a rapid review. But I'm going to go back and forth for sure. All right. Apparently Finflix is making a video on his custom that he just did. I'll check it out. I like customs. Customs are cool. The Goopa's gotta go. If you're still here, take it easy, man. I mean, take it sleazy. John McKeon wants to know a good site for third-party Transformers. Absolutely. My go-to, if you want to get into third-party Transformers, I'm not sponsored by anyone. These are just people I use, so they're not paying me to do this. So the Chosen Prime is like my number one go-to, and if they don't have something, TF Source is my second go-to. Both those are basically where I get my expensive third-party Transformers from, in that order. The Jedi Luke is good. I don't know if I'd call him great. I think I don't know. Honestly, I don't I don't know why everyone's freaking out about Jedi Luke. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's great. He's fine. His robe is good. I like his robe. I like that he comes with a gun. I like his lightsaber. I like the new head sculpt. I don't like that he's essentially the same body as before, but with a vest that you can't remove. If you could have removed the vest, and if it came with a belt that you could put on, so you could, and like an alternate hand, like if they did a thing where you could have both styles, I would have loved that. Or if he had like a windswept hair, so you could have him like he's, on the, like the figure arts did, I would have liked that. I guess I'm kind of doing a mini review of him. He's good. I just don't think he's great. That's all. Yeah, the Vader, there's probably going to be a Vader in the 40th anniversary line. I'd be very surprised if there weren't. But all the people say there are. Yes, Stumbler, I do need to play the Fallen Order. I agree. I haven't. And I'm going to do a Cal Kestis review without having played it. But I've watched a lot of the game. I kind of know the gist of it, so I get it. But I'm not reviewing a video game. I'm reviewing a action figure. So I don't have to have played the game to review the toy. But it helps. It does help. Do I collect any of the Transformers Studio series? I'm looking forward to finally completing Devastator at some point. Also, Soundwave they just released is perfect. Yes. I do collect Studio Series. I'm collecting Devastator because we're 100% doing a Bots and Shots episode about Studio Series Devastator. But I get the Studio Series that interest me. Not all of them do. I'm not a huge fan of the movies, so getting toys from them isn't on my priority list. But I do have them, for sure. I agree, Michael. His face printing and the digital face printing on Jedi Luke is fantastic. It's nice to finally have a Luke Skywalker that's good. Both the Yavin and the Jedi Luke both have, different but good Luke Skywalker faces. The one they did, the first digital Luke one was the X-Wing Luke, which was the same sculpt as before but with a different face. It was fine. But it looked like the holiday special Luke with the makeup on, so it wasn't great. The next one was the Stormtrooper Luke that Hasbro released back in May as a Target exclusive. That one wasn't good. It just wasn't. And that was a weird figure because it was essentially like they'd already done a Black Series Luke Stormtrooper. This one was the same figure but with a brand new head sculpt and like poop on him. But it wasn't like a different figure per se than the one they released back in was like 2015 or so. Do I think we'll get a War for Cybertron Devastator? I don't think so. And the reason for that, I think they might reissue the Devastator they released back with the big one, the one they just did before. And the reason for that, and I'm talking to people that don't really know anything, but I talked to Tyler Blazinski and Livio Ramondelli. They're the guys that are writing the Constructicons comic that's going on right now. I think it actually just finished, or it's going to finish. And I asked Livio, like, did they allow you to create new Constructicon designs, or are you just using the ones? And he's like, yeah, they don't really care. I just use the ones from Combiner Wars because that's just what I had. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So to me, it seems like they're not going to release them because I figure if they had, they might have given him new designs to kind of base them on. But I don't know. We'll see. It's so weird that I'm name dropping like popular Transformers comic writers and artists because I know them, but I do. Like I could text them right now if I wanted to. That's just so weird. It's so weird to me. Mike does not collect every Transformer. I collect the Transformers I like. I have been collecting all of the Siege Transformers because I like them. but I don't collect all of them. All right, let's see here. Going back through. Stumbler says, Gonk Droid, please. Mike says, absolutely, Gonk Droid. Yeah, the Stormtrooper look looks pretty bad, for sure. Michael S. says, the best Black Series figure is Han Solo Episode 5. I think he's a contender for being up there, but I don't know if I'd agree he's the best. But, it's always tough. What's up, BT Productions? Thank you for joining my stream. It's when you pick the best, like what you think the best of something is, it's hard. Because you have to weigh, are you judging something because you like the character? Or are you judging something because it's a good toy? Or is it a mixture of both? And then also, like, are you judging something because it just came out? It's easy to fall in love with something that's brand new. For instance, my Black Series figure of the year was the, I think he's right here. You can't really see him that well because my camera's not great. But the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. And I stand by it. I think he was easily my favorite figure that came out last year. But I had to really think about it. Is he my favorite figure because he had just come out? Is he my favorite figure because I liked him in the show, in that one episode he was in for like 30 seconds? Or do I think the toy is good? Or is it like somewhere in there? So yeah, I just, you have to kind of, it's a balance of all of those. I don't want to judge something too good because it's brand new, and I don't want to judge something harshly because I don't really like the property. That's why, when I get these Beast Morphers Power Rangers figures, or heck, Batman. I honestly, I know this is Batman, but I couldn't tell you what comic this Batman's from, what his backstory is, or anything like that. To me, he looks like Batman Beyond, but super beefed out. But he looks badass. I know looking at him, I like his lines, I like his coloring, I like the design of his armor, I like his wings. I like him as a toy, but I don't know anything about him. So, can you like something without knowing what it is, I guess is my point. I know a lot of people have trouble with that. Because, the whole reason, the Mandalorian action figure right now is, hard to find because suddenly he's in this TV show and everyone's like, I want him. And when on Force Friday, I made sure, I'm like, okay, this guy is going to be the TV show. I think the TV show is going to be big, so I'm going to buy this now. Because if I don't buy it now, he's going to be hard to find. And there are so many people that waited because they were like, oh, I've never seen The Mandalorian, don't really have any connection to it, so I'm not going to buy his toy. And then they got that connection, and then they wanted the toy. So it's I get that, but at the same time, I try to buy figures because I like how they look rather than I have this connection to them. But I know it's hard. I buy Mythic Legions because I don't really have a connection with most of the toys there. The Masters of the Universe ones I have a small connection to, but I don't really, it's not why I bought them. I bought them because I think they look cool. So I think it's important to be able to kind of separate that. Buy a toy because you like a toy, even if you don't really like what it's from or don't care about what it's from. That's my long diatribe about that, I guess. Or these, I don't know, something. I just went on a rant. It was a TED Talk. That was what it is, a mic talk. Michael S. said he loves the Emperor, but he needs a more movable one, so to speak. More movable than the one that just came out? Because I think the one that just came out is pretty damn movable. All right, Toriba, man. Have a good night. BT Productions asked if you should get the archive Anakin or wait for a new one. I know they're releasing episode 2-1, but it's not really his favorite design. Will they release one for Clone Wars? I don't know if they'll release one for Clone Wars. If they do, I would buy it because I like the armor. But I would say the archive release of Anakin is probably one of the best archive releases versus the original. His new heads, both of them, are fantastic. So I would say yes. I mean, the only issue I have with the Anakin is he should have come with a robe. Other than that, though, yeah, absolutely buy that Anakin. The Black Series one is good, but what I'm trying to say is he just looks good. Yeah, absolutely. Laser Pants Toy Junk. Hellbat is an armor designed by the Justice League. Bruce wears it to fight Darkseid in order to recover Damian Wayne's dead body. The more you know. I knew, as soon as I said that, I knew someone was going to tell me. So I do know the arc that you're talking about now. I know, Damian Wayne was killed. And I know they have to go to like Apocalypse or whatever to get it. So that makes sense. It makes sense. But knowing that doesn't make me think this looks cooler or doesn't look cooler. And as soon as I saw this design, I said, I need that Batman. I don't really care what he's from. I don't really care why he's wearing it, but I want it. Knowing why he's wearing it, I guess, is cool, though. It just doesn't change. Like, you could have told me that, you could have told me that he had some stupid backstory for it. And I still would want this toy. Because it looks cool. Like, it could be like, I can't think of something stupid, honestly. I can't think of something stupid that resulted in something that's cool. I just think it looks cool. So, yeah. Let's see here. Exactly, Big Money. Mythic Legions is a great is my primary example of like there is a mythos there. You can read all the backstories of the toys and how they connect, but I don't care. I buy a figure because it looks cool. So yeah, and then John McKeon says he talked about connections to toys, and I agree. I collect lines I never had or ones that my parents couldn't afford, like Transformers or Motu. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of how I'm doing now. Like I got into collecting toys again because I wanted to sort of recreate the nostalgia from owning toys I had as a kid. So, like, I started off buying Transformers because that was the biggest thing that stuck with me the longest as a kid was Transformers. So when they started, I started buying Transformers pretty regularly when Transformers Prime came out. But I also bought, Walmart had the first Masterpiece Optimus Prime, the MP01. It was like a battle damage version, and I was like, well, that's awesome because it looks like it did in the show to me. And then, I got the Masterpiece Skywarp, and I kind of dabbled in buying expensive ones, but I also kind of started casually picking up the Transformers Prime and the Generations kind of classics figures. And I just kind of spiraled into this. I did not collect Star Wars until Black Series came out. I used to collect the 3 3/4 inch figures. I had a complete collection of 3 3/4 inch Power of the Force 2 figures from the very first 1995 wave where they were all super buff until episode 2 was when I stopped collecting everyone and I started collecting some, but I still collected them. Episode 3 I had a bunch. Then they moved into Power of the Jedi, I think, after that. I think Power of the Jedi was after episode 3, or maybe it was earlier than that. I don't really remember. No, I think Power of the Jedi was in between episode 1 and 2. But that's when I started kind of sporadically collecting them. But I stopped around episode 3. And then they went into like the Saga collection and stuff like that. And the retro collection. And I'd stopped by then completely. So I think I gave away all my 3 3/4 inch figures. Like, I kind of outgrew them, I guess, so to speak. And it wasn't until like 2013 or 14 that I started getting back into collecting toys. Yes, Papa Gord's sending me the Superman, and I'm going to open that right away. I'm not going to wait. I waited for this one because I knew it was only a day or two until I was going to do this live stream, so I didn't mind waiting. But I'm definitely not going to wait for Superman. I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to put this guy, though, for sure. It's going to be tough. Yes, Laser Pants Toy Junk. Ryan, that's a good point. Mezco Gomez. When Gomez first came out, I admit, I was like, who is this? Like, why is this? I didn't get it until, like, I kind of got it. Like, it's Mezco's, like, mascot, and they just do a lot of cool figures. And they do. It's another good example of just liking toys because they look cool rather than they have this mythos, or they don't have to have a cartoon or a comic book, or you don't have to have any connection to them other than they are toys. I like the way they look. That's it. All right, BT Productions, man. Have a good night. Yeah, I think if I got any Gomez figure, I like the Wolf and Grub Gomez figure. Because I like the Wolf and Cub thing. So, like, if I had to pick a new one to get, it would probably be that one. But I like the little skull, the purple skull head or pink skull head guys. I like those as well. Lone Roach and Cub, that was it. Oh, David Smith got that. That's right. That's right. All right, man. We've been cruising along with this. I am, by the way, I'm out of things to open here. I think. Yes. Yes. KJ asked if I'm getting more Mythic Legions. The answer is 100% yes. I pre-ordered the Hordak and the She-Ra that are up right now on Store Horseman's website. So, again, if you're looking to get into Mythic Legions, storehorseman.com right now. Go right now. You can pre-order their upcoming wave. It's way cheaper than buying them after they come out, because instead of spending $50 per, you're spending $35. So, I mean, that $15 makes a big difference to me. But I haven't shown off. I did get some new Mythic Legions. Hold on. Woo. Okay. So I just got these two in the mail a couple weeks ago, and I haven't really had a lot of time to play with them. I put them in my collection. Wow. But I haven't had time to really kind of mess around with them. This is Archimedes. He is, I don't really know, he's not a troll. He's big. He's bigger than most Marvel Legends. Not Marvel Legends. Mythic Legions. This isn't a good example because this is a goblin figure, and he's small by comparison. But as soon as I saw this guy, I was like, I need him. His helmet comes off, which is awesome. His axe here has actually 3 different lengths. I can add this into here and make it super long. I just went with the one extra one to make it kind of long. But if I wanted to make it one longer, it would come out to kind of here. I think it's too long, to be honest. He's got a really cool kind of fur butt. It's like real fur, flock fur. I just really like how he looks. His articulation is incredible. He looks really good. I think he's like an ogre, I guess. Well, he's a cyclops. But he's a gorgeous figure. He's an absolutely gorgeous figure. No, Big Money, I did not pre-order any of the Arethyr Wave, and I regret it, 100%. Just to give you an idea, this is a 6-inch toy. So he's pretty big. If I did get any of the Arethyr Wave, I would probably get Arethyr himself, or that ogre guy, the orc guy or whatever. This is Thwump. He is a goblin. There we go. I like him too. He comes with a bunch of weapons. I only have his axe in his hand, but he has like a big hammer kind of thing. He's got a bunch of stuff. I think it's in his box over there. But I really like the head sculpt of this guy. I have him as a goblin, and I've got the Goblin King. I wouldn't mind having more goblins, to be honest. If I were to collect them all, I would probably just get the goblins. But it's hard to say that and not want to get any of the other ones. I definitely, I take that back. If I got any from the Arethyr wave, it would be Arethyr himself. Because I like the demon look about him. Darth Vestius is here. Dude, it's all good. Welcome to the party, pal. Amateur Toy Hunter? Yes. The answer is yes. So what's happening with the Heavy Mando is initially Heavy Mando was a Best Buy exclusive. Now he is a fan channel exclusive. So coming, I think in February, this month or next month, you're going to see him available on Amazon. You're going to see him probably at Barnes & Noble. He's going to be available more places. I think he was a timed exclusive for Amazon, or for Best Buy, I mean, because he was just on Amazon for regular retail price from Amazon like last week sometime, and he sold out pretty quick. But he was on Amazon's website for regular purchase. So yes, take your time, wait for it. You will get a Heavy Mando. Michael S. asked me what's my favorite Black Series. That changes. That changes all the time. Right now, probably Heavy Mando, probably. But sometimes it's Darth Vader, sometimes it's Jaina Solo. It kind of goes all around. Yes, Michael S. I remember last month where I said the Revenge of the Sith is not the best movie ever, and I stand by it. But if you think that, that's cool. Yes, John McKeon, it sucks. I agree. I bought this guy back in May is when I bought this guy. He was basically on pre-order for the entire month of May, and I just got him in January. So it was a good 7-month wait for him. And I just pre-ordered these figures, and I'm probably not going to get them until like July, maybe August. So yes, it sucks dropping, $35 for a figure you're not going to see for 7 months. But at the same time, it's worth the wait. And it's worth saving the money. You know what, Stumbler? You're not wrong. I do like Holdo. Her ass is fantastic. And that's another example. I happen to like The Last Jedi. I know that's not a popular opinion. But Holdo as a toy is actually, she's not bad. Same thing with Rose. Rose as a toy is not a bad figure. But same thing, especially Constable Zuvio. Constable Zuvio is actually a great toy. He wasn't in the movie, and everyone hated him for that. But the toy was really good. It was a really good toy. So that's another example of just because you maybe didn't like what it came from doesn't make the toy a bad toy. That's right, Big Money Collector. I might, so when the Arethyr wave comes out, I'm probably going to pick up Arethyr. I might pick up one other. I'm not going to buy more than that. Gentugo Afra is a fantastic character. But Afra is basically the same, physically a toy. Afra and Jaina Solo are almost the same toy. Not really, but like they're the same body with different paint based and a different head. So, like, I feel like if you like one, you kind of also like the other. Exactly. The Constable is good. He's cool. He's a cool looking. I have the Constable in my display up here. Hold on. Constable Zuvio is right in the middle of my display that Hai created for me back here. He is. I have him kind of questioning Luke about what's going on with the kind of a stormtrooper next to him. I also have the droids Afra BT1 and 000. I've got a Guavian Enforcer kind of hanging out the door. I've got DJ back there. These are kind of odds and ends figures. I didn't really know what to do with them, so I kind of put them on the diorama that Hai made me, or Stumbler made me. Who's my favorite Star Wars character? Huh. Probably. That's tough. That also changes. For a while, it was Bosk, but it was Bosk because he was a random character with a small part in the movie that had a lot of EU stuff, and I thought I was cool for liking a character that no one would pick. Then it was Dengar for the same reason, but because he's not as cool as Bosk. So I was trying to be kind of a hipster about who I liked. But it's really hard not to like how Darth Vader looks and his story. So I think overall, I would probably say Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader. That's probably what I would say. What's up, Austin? Welcome to the live chat. Yeah, Jaina Solo is a fantastic Black Series figure. And that's another example. I used to read all of the Expanded Universe. I know who Jaina Solo is. I stopped reading the Expanded Universe around the New Jedi Order time because I just couldn't anymore. There were too many bad books, and it was going in a direction I didn't really like. So I stopped reading all the Expanded Universe. So I never actually got to the part where I guess Jaina Solo gets cool and gets a bigger part, because when I last kind of read something with Jaina Solo in it, she wasn't like a big character, but she was in it. So when they were announced that Jaina Solo was like the first fan choice character and they were making it, I didn't really... I kind of groaned a little bit. I was like, ugh, Jaina Solo? Really? Of all the characters? But when they showed her off and when I got her in hand, like, I don't care that I don't really have a connection to Jaina Solo. She is a good toy. She looks great. She's got great deco, great flight suit, great accessories. She just is a good toy, and she looks cool. So just because I don't really care for the Expanded Universe Legends Star Wars stories that she was from doesn't mean that she can't be my favorite Black Series figures or one of them. Yes, Yablo, we are nerds. That's not weird. Gentugo, yes, I would like it if they made a Mara Jade character as well. Kylo Ren is also one of my favorite Star Wars characters. He's a very nuanced character. Wow, Yablo's coming in pretty hot. That's what we do with these guys right here. We just do this. There we go. Nobody needs that kind of hate in my chat. That's the first time we've had like a hater in the chat. That's kind of fun. I feel like I made it big now. Anytime I get a hater in the comments, like, I'm like, wow, someone is mad at me enough to be like, I hate this guy, I want to comment something negative. Like, they took time out of their life to come in and be like negative towards me. Like, I honestly see it as a compliment. I also appreciate it because YouTube doesn't care if it's a negative comment. They just see it as interaction, so it helps with my monetization. It's all good, Lily. I took care of it too. It just means I made it big. That's all. Well, ish. Made it big-ish. Yeah. I mean, Josh Pence gets them. Like, everyone, all the cool kids get the trolls. I feel like we're talking about him now. I feel like that's what he wants. Yeah, we got a hater night. It's all good. He's gone. We can forget about him. He just wants us to. He like that's what he wants. What do you think the Royal Guards at the end of Rise of Skywalker look like? From what I could tell, they look like Sith troopers with Death Trooper style helmets. Yes, dude. I know Rise of Skywalker isn't for everyone. I went in really high and I've kind of cooled on the movie a little bit, but I still like it. I just don't like it as much as I did when I first kind of left the movie theater. But I definitely think the designs for a lot of those characters look rad, and I cannot wait. I want them to make more, basically, for sure. But I think that's about right. Ionica's trolls are just sad people that feel bad about themselves, so they want to make you feel bad about yourself more so that they can feel better about themselves. That's all it is. It's really not a big deal. He probably wasn't loved by his parents, or he probably doesn't like feel good about his girlfriend or the lack of girlfriend. He's probably some kind of like lonely guy, just doesn't know what to do with his life. So he comes onto a chat and, tries to hate, but it's all gone. Let's see here. Episode 9 was okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it was okay to good. I don't think it's the best Star Wars movie ever made, but I don't think it's the worst Star Wars movie ever made. Rise of Skywalker is Michael's third favorite Star Wars movie behind Revenge and Empire. That's cool. I'm glad you like it that much. For me, I would put it probably somewhere. I think, man, it's probably somewhere in the middle, but I don't know exactly where. I have to really kind of sit down and think about it. And I know no one would like my opinion, because to me, like, number one is Empire. Number 2 is actually Last Jedi. I know as soon as I say that, I've lost a lot of people, but I don't really care. Number 3 is a tough one, because like, where do I go from there? Because like, they're all kind of the same for different reasons. Yeah, Stumbler. Well, we definitely need more Rogue One characters, and I feel like Hasbro's been put off from making Rogue One toys because they didn't sell well. But that's Hasbro's fault. It wasn't because the movie didn't do well, but they oversaturated the market with Jyn and Cassian, and they made, especially Cassian, because they made him like a weird. They made him like the Yadu Cassian instead of the regular Cassian, and they repacked him like 1,000 times in every wave, so he flooded the shelves, and nobody needed that many Cassians or Jins. So that kind of, I think that put them off from making more Rogue One, which sucks, because we need Bodhi Rook to finish off the Rogue One crew, and we definitely need more figures from Rogue One in general. Rogue One's probably in my top 5. I do like Rogue One a lot. Jungle Jimmy says Salacious Crumb is the best Star Wars character. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that. Sure, why not? Salacious Crumb is he's a fine. That's a take right there. That's a take you can have. Isaac Lewis wants to know what my thoughts on Solo is. I liked Solo. I think Solo was a fun movie. It's not perfect. It did some weird things I wish it hadn't. Like, the reason for Solo's name, I think, is really dumb, and I wish they hadn't done that. But at the same time, I'm not going to let that ruin the movie or Star Wars for me. I'm just going to kind of move on with my life and enjoy the movie for what it was, which was actually a pretty decent heist movie. And that's kind of what I wish Star Wars would do with these like spin-off and one-off movies. I wish they would take a genre and put that genre in the Star Wars context. So a heist movie, Star Wars context, rather than a Star Wars movie, but like it's got a heist in it. Like I want a genre of movie, but kind of themed around the Star Wars theme. Babu Frick, hey! Yeah, Babu Frick is probably the best character from the new movies. Jar Jar, it's so funny to me how people have changed their opinions on Jar Jar and the prequels, and it's 100% about how old you were when the prequels came out. The prequels came out in 90. I was a junior in high school when the prequels came out. I liked the prequels. I liked Jar Jar, but I also recognized that they weren't good. And the older I got, the more I like. When episode 2 came out, I was like, oh, maybe these aren't very good. And like everyone's hating on the prequels so much so that like Ahmed Best almost killed himself. Jake Lloyd stopped acting entirely. George Lucas was like, I don't want to make any more Star Wars movies because all of the hatred for the prequels. But now, 20 years later, everyone's like, the prequels are great. Prequel memes are a thing. Jar Jar is pretty good. Like, it's so funny to me how flop things are because the kids that were kids when that came out are now of the age where they're older and giving people their opinion. So it's kind of funny, and I can't wait for another 20 years when all the kids that Last Jedi was their favorite are now older, and they like it'll be okay to like The Last Jedi as a movie. Yeah, Star Wars horror movie. That's a great idea, Ionicus. I think that'll be cool. Jar Jar was needed for the heavy political themes of the prequels. Yeah, that was a very good criticism of the Star Wars. Like there wasn't much politics. There were politics, but there weren't many. It was all kind of one-off lines, like, "Oh, the Emperor dissolved the Senate." Like that was the only line we got, that there was a Senate, and now there isn't a Senate. Like in the New Hope, and that's all we had. And then they jump back into the prequels, and suddenly we're bogged down with Senate proceedings and all this stuff, and it's like a whole thing. And don't get me wrong, Ionicus, I liked the prequels as well, but I recognize that they weren't good movies. The acting isn't great. George Lucas is notoriously a bad director. He's a good writer. He's a good visionary. He's a good storyteller. Not a good writer. Or director, I should say. Austin, I like you as a person. I just want you to know that. Last Jedi is your top 3. Last Jedi is also in my top 3. It's just a really good movie. I agree. So Night of Ren, yeah, Revenge of the Sith is this childhood Star Wars movie. Revenge of the Sith came out in 2005. So yeah, that's about right. Ionicus, yes, there was a book. I know there was a book series of Star Wars in the EU called Galaxy of Fear, I think is what it was called. I never read them, but I know they were basically horror-themed Star Wars books. So yeah, that was like a thing in Star Wars. I wish they would kind of explore. Like, Star Wars is a big galaxy. I don't want all of it to revolve around the Skywalkers. And I really am looking for... That's why I like the Mandalorian so much. Like, it's Star Wars, but it has nothing to do with the Jedi and, like, you know, the Skywalkers and Kenobis and Palpatines and all that. It's like its own thing set away apart in the universe, but separate from it. And that's what I'm looking forward to with maybe more future Star Wars from Disney, is stuff set in the Star Wars universe, but different. Jungle Jimmy, I would like to see that. I would watch a Salacious Crumb Babu Frick fight. What do you think of the first episode of The Mandalorian when they were cooking and eating Kawaki and lizard monkeys? Did that hurt you? Thank you, Stumbler. Absolutely. I think a lot of people don't know this because it's so long ago. But when Empire Strikes Back came out, it was panned by people and critics because it was a downer of a movie. The good guys didn't win. Suddenly, Luke Skywalker was Darth Vader's son out of nowhere. Like it painted everything into a different light. If you go back and read reviews from the 80s, The Empire Strikes Back was not regarded as a good movie. It wasn't a good sequel, all of that stuff. And now, it's everyone's favorite. I honestly think, given time, Last Jedi is going to be the same thing. Big Money Collector says, imagine if they didn't do the prequel movies and we wouldn't have the Clone Wars. Yeah, I agree. I don't think the prequel movies are great, but I still like them, and I like them as part of Star Wars. I like what they brought to it. I'm definitely not hating on the prequels. I love the prequels. Now, I went through a phase when it was cool to not like the prequels. So I was in high school, I liked the prequels. It was cool not to like the prequels, so I also didn't like the prequels. But like I can acknowledge that there are parts of the prequels that aren't good. The direction is not good. Some of the acting is not good. Some of the CGI is not good. But I like the direction it took Star Wars, and I like what happened, and I like what came out of it, because the Clone Wars cartoon is fantastic. Rebels is fantastic. Like it's good. It's good and it's not good. Like I can acknowledge that it has faults, but still like it. Same thing with the new sequel trilogy. I don't think it's a perfect trilogy. I think it definitely has problems. I think some of the choices they made, I would have made different choices. I don't think they're 100% incredible movies, but I like them. And I like them for reasons, and I like the things they brought to the Star Wars universe and stuff like that. So again, it's like some of my favorite movies are intrinsically not good movies. Hook is one of my favorite movies of all time, but it was panned by critics. It was panned by people that saw it, but I saw it in the movie theater like 10 times because I love it. So it's like I can acknowledge that something's not good while still liking it, I guess. I'm in California. What's up, Sean Berkshire? How you doing, buddy? Jungle Jimmy's really mad that they were eating a lizard monkey in the first episode of Mandalorian. You know, I respect that level of dedication, my bud. I really do. Stumbler says he had to deal with 2 freaking shitty Ewok movies to get the Star Wars fix after 83. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sean, you're always allowed to crash my live stream, bud. Yeah, Ewan McGregor is definitely, he's like the definitive Obi-Wan. I mean, growing up, Alec Guinness was mine, but if I had to choose one Obi-Wan, I would choose Alec Guinness. I would choose Ewan McGregor over Alec Guinness. And I'm very much looking forward to when Disney Plus does do the Obi-Wan movie. And I don't mind the delayed it. I would rather it be delayed and good than out and not good. So we'll see. So, wow, Aaron Cantu, I actually understood that. So, I'm glad you translated, but, hola, ¿cómo está? John McKeon says, Ray vs. Kylo and Rise of Skywalker is the best lightsaber battle in Star Wars, with the exception of maybe Ahsoka versus Vader and Rebels. That's actually not wrong. It's a contender for one of the better lightsaber fights, for sure. Absolutely. You know what I really liked was when that for like the 3 seconds that Rey was fighting Dark Rey and she trapped her lightsaber in her little like weird double-bladed lightsaber. That's a figure I would like to get, is Dark Rey with her like double-bladed lightsaber thing. I think that would be cool. Caravan of Courage, yeah. It was a Caravan of Courage in what battle was it? Battle for Endor? Was that the other Ewok movie? They were both pretty bad. I remember seeing them. One of my friends had them on tape, like they taped them off TV or HBO or something. So I remember watching both those, and like as a kid, I liked them because it was Ewoks, you know. But they're tough. They're tough to watch for sure. You know, it was it 95? When did Empire Strikes or Shadows of the Empire come out? That was like a whole thing. Hold on, Shadows of the Empire. 96. That came out in 96. When Shadows of the Empire came out, it was a book first and foremost, but it was a comic. It was like action figures. It was a soundtrack to a book. It was like a whole media blitz of everything but a movie. And they made such a big deal out of it. I don't know why I brought that up, but like, it's so weird to me. Like there was all this media storm around a book as if it were a movie. In the end, I'm kind of glad that it's not canon anymore, but I wouldn't mind if they brought some of it back. That's what I like about the new Disney expanded universe is they made it all not canon, but then they're bringing stuff back in that was good. So they brought back in Thrawn. You know, they're bringing back stuff that kind of makes sense. I like that. Yeah, Knight of Ren, Anakin versus Kenobi and Revenge of the Sith was a good fight. It was too long, man. It was it was a long fight. It was just a really long fight. That's all. Let's see. Gentugo said he made a Rey in Das Studio. That's cool. Charles Maldonado, what's up, dude? I'm glad you like my shirt. This one comes from my buddy Andy, is the executive chef at 8-Bit Brewing, so he got me this shirt for free. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have that shirt because it's G.I. Joe and beer. So they made two 3.75-inch Shizor figures, Knight of Ren. One was the regular release with the weird fans. The other one was a 2-pack with Darth Vader, when he had like a weird pole thing. And then I had the N64 game as well. Dude, so I haven't seen the clips, Patrick. I've been one of those people. Going to Galaxy's Edge is surreal as a Star Wars fan. Even if you don't really care for the new Disney stuff, like when you're there, it just feels like you're in Star Wars. You don't feel like you're in Disneyland anymore. You don't hear the sounds of the park. You don't smell the smells of the park. You feel like you're in your own little world when you go to that. Excuse me. I haven't been on the new ride yet, but everyone that I know that has said it's phenomenal. The Falcon Smuggler's Run ride is pretty good. Being that close to a life-size Millennium Falcon is nuts. So yeah, that was cool. I was like 8 years old again when I was at Galaxy's Edge. I was like smiling from ear to ear. It was great. Big Money Collector asks, the real question is, when is the Old Republic show come? Who knows, man? Yeah, who knows? Yeah, Knight of Ren, I have, they're like energy shields or something, right? They look like those little the little fans that they have like a geisha fan thing, a geisha fan thing. It looks silly. It was a weird accessory to come with. There were some weird figures in that Shadows of the Empire line. It was like there was the Luke Skywalker in the Imperial Guard armor or the Coruscant Guard armor, which was a cool looking guard. There was Chewbacca as Snuva, which is basically Chewbacca with a cool axe, a weird paint job, and a buzz cut. And they did that to explain why his hair looked different in Return of the Jedi, by the way. They had Leia's Bausch, which was a weird thing to put in there, but it was cool they did. They had the Prince Shizor, and they had the Dash Rendar. I think those 5 figures were the only actual figures. What's up, Coop Gaming? How you doing? I mean, they had a swoop bike, and they had the Outrider, and then they had the 2-pack with Vader and Shizor. I think that was. Oh, and they had. Was the Slave 1 Shadows of the Empire? I think the Slave 1 might have been Shadows of the Empire. He stole them from Katana. Yeah, he pretty much did. Absolutely. Charles Maldonado asks what I'm looking forward to most in 2020. Dude, I made a whole video about that. It's my Star Wars 2020 wish list. Allow me to link it to you in chat. Yeah, you know what's funny about I was just watching The Mandalorian with Zach, my co-host for Bots and Shots, and we watched the episode with the heist. And what's his name? The comedian Bill Burr's character. I can't remember the character's name, but he has that gun that kind of comes over his shoulder. And Zach says that's like Dash Rendar's gun, and it is because Dash Rendar had that backpack with like the gun arm thing, and it absolutely is like that. It made us chuckle. Oh, the IG-88 and Boba Fett 2-pack. That's true. That's a good point, Nathan. That was a Shadows of the Empire one, and both those came with comic books. I remember for sure. Yeah, well, yeah. So I know we're getting 2 more battle droids. We're getting the heavy battle droid, the GameStop one, and then the rumor is we're getting like a not rumor. A battle droid variant is coming out in the next line of figures. The one after this one, the one with all the Jedi in it. So that's 2 more battle droids. But yes, we definitely need super battle droids, and we need the droidicas for sure. Daniel Homnick, you're not late for the party. I mean, it's about time to start winding down, but the problem is we still have like 40 people in the chat, and things are still popping. And Lily's sending me pictures of my cat, like 100 pictures of my cat. But I have been going for like 2 hours now. I try to keep this not too long, so that if people want to go back and rewatch it, it's not like, super long to watch. Yeah, I've got both those on pre-order. They should be coming out anytime. In fact, I'm going to look those up. I'm going to go on GameStop's website. When are those coming out? GameStop.com. Let's find out. Those are GameStop exclusives. That's why I'm looking this up on GameStop's website. This is not a plug for GameStop. I used to work there. It's a terrible company, but that's where they're coming from. So according to this, it says they're coming out on the 15th of February, but we'll see. All right, Natterman, have a good night, buddy. Yeah, the heavy battle droids look cool. It's so weird. I'm looking at the figure right now. I like the deco. The deco looks cool. But it's so weird the weapons they chose to put in there. It comes with the first order, like, heavy blaster. And it comes with, like, I mean, the regular blaster rifle is pretty cool. That's probably the one I'm going to put them with. And then it comes with a standard little battle droid. I guess his blaster is the only thing I can really say it. I don't really know how else to call that thing. But it's a weird choice for them to do that first order, like, heavy blaster rifle thing. I'm just going by what the website says. The website says 214. And I've heard rumors that they're already in transit to the GameStops. So, the 20th for Dooku, huh? Where did I think I reserved my Dooku? I don't order anything from GameStop unless it's an exclusive, because GameStop they're more expensive. So if you're ordering more than just one figure, it's not worth it, because if you order like 5 or 6 figures, that extra $3 a figure is the same as having bought an extra figure. Like, it adds up. So I refuse to buy anything from GameStop unless it's a GameStop exclusive and I'm forced to. But I've got the next wave of Star Wars figures on order from Dorkside Toys. According to this, they're coming out. It just says March of 2020. And that's going to be Dooku, Commander Bly, a Sith Jet Trooper, Zori Bliss, and a Knight of Ren. So those are the new 5 figures coming out in the next wave. After that, I think it's Episode 2, Obi-Wan and Anakin, Kit Fisto and Plo Koon, and then a different battle droid. And those are the 5 figures coming out in the wave after that. Oh, Isaac, that makes sense. Yeah, because I know it is from Battlefront 2. So I guess coming with a big blaster like that is... It's just... Can he even hold it is the question. It's just... It's weird. It's a weird choice. Yeah, I agree, Stumbler. Endor, Luke, and Leia would be great. I would prefer it, though, if they did Endor and Luke with speeder bikes. Just because I want more speeder bikes, and 2, why not? All right. All right, going back through all the chat here. Yeah, I'm excited for Bly too, for sure. Do I think they'll make a Black Series figure of Rex with Ahsoka-style painted helmet? I hope so. I definitely want a Rebels Rex. I definitely want a Rebels Rex. I think that would be cool. I don't know when we're going to Super Battle Droid. Maybe in 2020? I know we're going to get a Probe Droid. Like, all rumors say Probe Droid is coming out. That's going to be the deluxe, the next deluxe figure. He's numbered D3. That's coming out anytime now, like literally any moment. I'm guessing we'll get more information on it at Toy Fair, which is in like 2 weeks. Yeah, we definitely... I have 2 speeder bikes. I have the 2 they released so far. They released the original speeder bike in the Phase 2 back in like 2014. And then they released the Shadow Squadron speeder bike, which is the black one. What I want, though, I really want them to do a Mandalorian speeder bike with so it's white. I think that would look rad. I would like to have a speeder bike in all different colors. I want diversity in my speeder bikes. Yes, I would love a Wicket figure to go with the speeder bike. So yes, we definitely need more Empire Strikes Back, or not Empire. We need more Return of the Jedi figures, specifically Endor Ewok type figures. But I'm guessing we're not going to see those until like 2023, around the time of the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. There might be, maybe the Germany Toy Fair is going on right now, but the New York Toy Fair is like the big toy fair. That's the one where like all the big stuff's gonna get announced. I'm gonna do a whole video on it for sure. That's when we'll get more announcements for Black Series and Transformers and all that stuff. So Toy Fair in like 2 weeks in New York. That's the next big one for sure. I really hope that Hasbro doesn't stop doing the vehicle figure combos. I think it would, I know they didn't sell super well, but I like them. I mean, looking at them, they're some of my favorites on my shelf. The Enfys Nest and Speeder is incredible. The Ray is great. The Dewback with the Stormtrooper is fantastic. I like them all. They look super good. Stumbler, you're absolutely... Well, we need more Jabba's Palace goons, and we also need more Cantina members. Like, there's still a lot of classic characters we don't have, so I agree. I don't think it'll get canceled because of the coronavirus. I honestly don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but we'll find out. We'll find out. All right. Well, I've got stuff to do tonight. I've still got to make my video for Cal here. I've got to clean up my toy room now. I got to make some dinner. I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 14. So I think I'm gonna kind of end this now. Are there any? No, Stumbler. There were no vehicles in 2019. The last vehicle that Hasbro released was Enfys Nest Speeder in 2018. They should do a full Max Rebo band set, and they should do a Figure and Dan Cantina band set. They should do all of those, 100%. And that's. I'm gonna rant a little bit. Before I was gonna end, but now I'm gonna rant. So I've had some people comment on my wish list, the negative wish list. Not my negative. Negative comments on my wish list video. I had one guy say it was super lame because he didn't like my picks. Just because it's tough to only pick 10 figures. I want them all. Like, just because I chose 10 doesn't mean I don't want the others. It's just those are the 10 that if they came out in 2020, I'd be super happy. But even if none of those came out and they made different ones, I'd be super happy anyway. I want all the toys. So it's really weird how personal some people take lists because they don't align with their own preferences. But that's just kind of how lists and preferences work. Try again. Yes, I've actually seen Harmy's despecialized editions. It's pretty good. It's high quality 4K, but without all the extra stuff. I honestly. I would, but still with the good stuff. What I want is exactly that. I like some of the things the special editions did, cleaning up the footage, fixing some special effects that didn't age well. I like that, but maybe without the extra added stuff. I get it. It's tough. Exactly, Isaac. There's too many figures. Picking just 10 it's hard. Because, like, when someone asks me what my favorite figure is, it changes all the time. So, it's not like I have one favorite and that's it. Like, sometimes it changes by how I'm feeling in the day. Sometimes it changes because I see it in front of me. It's tough. I had a friend that downloaded it from the dark web, and he put it onto his Plex server, and I saw him there. At least I saw A New Hope there. I didn't see Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. Yes, without Jedi rocks. Unige! Oh man. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna head out now because I got a lot of stuff to do tonight, and I just as much as I would love to spend the rest of the night chatting with you guys, I want to get on with the rest of my night and kind of clean up a little bit and get some dinner and all that stuff. So it's been fantastic talking to you. If you want to check out my Patreon, I'm sure there's a link down on the downstairs or up in the top somewhere. I don't know. You can do that if you want to. If you don't, that's fine too. Thanks for hanging with me. Like, share, subscribe. Check out all my other videos that I do. I don't just do Star Wars videos, but if that's the only reason you're here, that's fine. But just know that sometimes I post things that aren't Star Wars. I'll get back around to Star Wars. It's going to happen. But yeah. I don't know if I can do more. I don't know if I can have the time to do more streams than once a month. I like them being like a special thing. I do a stream the first Saturday of every month. That's my stream time. And I try to make it around 5 so it doesn't go super late and it's not super early. So, but that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.